Government assets should be used for government, not for personal use.
This story started with a tip from Albany County lawmaker Mark Grimm.
We need a thorough investigation.
And allegations inside a very busy bus garage at the Guilderland Central School District. Employees here keep dozens of buses up to speed. Their latest state inspection, a 100% passing rate. Here are pictures Grimm shared with us.
I have no credible proof at this time that anyone is doing work on personal vehicles when they should otherwise be working on school district vehicles.
Including this privately owned red Chevy Silverado on a lift at the district bus garage, allegedly being worked on by a manager on school time June 6th.
Don't understand how that is allowed to be done on school time. Nobody else can do it.
Along with these additional photos of a snowmobile and allegations it was housed here for at least a month last winter. We checked. It's not part of the fleet of vehicles.
I saw the snowmobile was in the garage when I was working there before I retired.
The whistleblower who snapped the pics currently works in the district and claims they saw work being done to the Chevy on the clock. 13 investigates tracking down recently retired bus drivers.
Is it allowed to work on your personal vehicle on or off company time?
Not that I'm aware of, no. The mechanics wouldn't do it. I had a small thing, I wanted to know if they could do it, and they said no.
Is the transportation center allowed to be used as a storage facility?
No, but I don't know what the purpose of that is. Again, employees have been allowed the opportunity to work on their personal vehicles, which would include a snowmobile.
Guilderland Superintendent Marie Wiles shared this 2003 memo. Back then, administrators labeled district policy for mechanics, quote, limited to non-regular working hours as well as work on your own personal vehicle.
The writing of that memo used the word policy kind of in a generic way, but we don't have an official board-approved policy.
Do you think there needs to be a policy?
I don't know. That's really a board decision.
Retirees confirming to 13 Investigates it wasn't unusual to see other personal vehicles prepped for work on company time.
All four wheels off. And I was walking to my bus and I spoke to her. She was at her car at the time. And she was telling me she was getting all new tires.
People who are at work, shouldn't be working on their own vehicles or having somebody else work on their vehicles.
Anyone abuse that long-standing practice here that you know of?
Not that I know of. I haven't seen yet credible evidence that would lead me to believe that individuals are working on personal vehicles when they should be working on school district vehicles.
The school board vice president says he's seen the photos. Speaking for himself only, Tim Horan adds, quote, I've met with some of the employees who are raising concerns about some of the things they are seeing. As a board, we briefly discussed the issue in July in executive session. The school district is looking into the allegations. One of the difficulties, in my opinion, is that the employees are very nervous about stepping up and speaking out.
Take a deep breath and come over here to the district office and share their concerns.
We combed through 7 hours of bus garage video. Clips expire every 21 to 30 days. Learning 2 weeks and a couple days after that July 2nd executive session, district documents revealing 3 security cameras reported out of service, including one for the front exterior of the garage.
Are there any cameras that aren't working right now?
I have no idea.
According to their insurance policy and the superintendent, personal vehicles are not covered.
Do they fill out a log?
No. I really don't know the extent to which it happens.
Is it worth having this practice?
It is not a typical arrangement, but it long predates me. And until your inquiry, I would say it was not an issue.
But for Mark Grimm,
that this is something that's being done that's wrong, and it needs to be corrected.
there were times tonight when the conversation got heated after the school board vice president made it his mission to bring this issue up on the public agenda.
The problem, as I understand it, has been work being done on vehicles of supervisors who are not covered by the memo.
Guilderland School Board VP Tim Horan wanted to talk publicly about our 13 Investigates report involving allegations work to private vehicles belonging to managers of the district bus garage was happening on school time.
The phrase that jumped out at me quite a bit was theft of services. And I think that's something that we really need to look at or investigate or take seriously. And even I would be concerned, you just said that they're working in there on the weekends. I'm a little unsure how that's okay.
And many opinions from board members.
This is a slippery slope that has a lot of liability attached to it.
They all seem to agree many questions still need to be answered.
But it leaked from our executive session to the news. And that is a very big concern of mine. Our buses are 100%.
There's a message that we send if we don't address this, and there's a message that we send if we do.
They all seem to agree many questions still need to be answered.
So the question on the table is the past practice that's been established back in the 2003 memo, should we continue that? Or do we need to address that and revise that?